You're choosing between a balcony and a suite on the Carnival Firenze. Before you make the wrong decision, watch this video first. The answer is not as cut and dry as you think, and it might surprise you. Choosing the right cabin can make or break your trip. Today, we are comparing a balcony cabin to a suite on the Firenze. And not just any suite, but a FAC. A fully accessible cabin. That's what makes a FAC actually different. And which cabin should you book? Now, stay with me because there's a twist. All cabins have this. First, what do all Firenze cabins have in common? Cruise cabins are not hotel rooms. They're smaller. Firenze cabin sizes range from 170 square feet all the way up to 458 square feet. A typical hotel room is about 300 square feet. Now, every cabin gives you the essentials. 2 twin beds, and most of them convert to a king, but not all of them, as we'll find out later. They all have a TV, a safe, basic storage, and a cooler. Not a true fridge, it just kind of keeps things cool. Power is limited. You will see 110 and 220 outlets near the desk and usually one beside the outlet. Remember to leave surge protected power strips at home. They are a fire hazard and are not allowed. In the bathroom, there is a sink, toilet, and shower. The Firenze uses these hard shower doors, way better than the clingy curtain in regular Carnival bathrooms. Amenities are pretty basic. You get bar soap and a body wash shampoo combo. If you're picky, bring your own in travel bottles. I love these that I got from Amazon. Firenze cabins look really nice, elegant, and upscale, at least compared with other Carnival cabins. And even some of the newer ships. The fixtures, furniture, and artwork just feel a step up. Interior cabins. Let's do a quick tour of some interior cabins so you can get a feel of what makes balconies a step up. Here's cabin 6456, category 4E, which is 170 square feet. This is your basic interior cabin, and it has everything that I mentioned before and really nothing much else. These are the absolute smallest of all of the cabins on the Firenze. Now check out cabin 6511, category 4D. These are the secret cabins with a square layout that makes it feel so much larger. As a bonus, you also get a free couch upgrade. Normally, you'd have to move to an Oceanview to snag that perk. Pro tip, look at the deck plans. Websites like cruisedeckplans.com to hunt for gems like this. Or you can just check out this playlist where I made a breakdown on these secret cabins. Balcony cabins. Now the crowd favorite, the standard balcony. My cabin was 6287. The cabin size is only slightly bigger at 185 square feet on the inside with a 35 square foot balcony. It sleeps up to 4, but you know me, and I take up the whole space by myself. Here are 3 perks that separate it from interior cabins. Number 1, a real couch. It sounds like a small thing, but it is huge for reading, lounging, hosting a friend, or taking a quick nap. Some of them also turn into a bed. Number 2, natural light. That big balcony door and these windows punch light into the room, making it way brighter than an Oceanview window, or even the TV that you might use to try to get some sun in an interior cabin. Number 3, the balcony itself. It's cozy with 2 chairs and a small table, perfect for morning coffee, sunset, sea gazing, and more. It's not quite a patio, it's more like a perch. If you've never had a balcony, you will get why people swear by them. Just remember, there are cabins everywhere, so, watch yourself. Okay, quick pause. Let's guess. How much bigger do you think a suite is than a balcony cabin? Write your guess in the comments below and let's see how close you are. Suite cabins. The supersize option. Fully accessible suite. If this cabin had a name, I would call it a pimp named Slickback. And no, I'm a boomer, so I don't know what that means. Welcome to cabin 7418. This is Kelly's cabin from Cruise Quackers. She is amazing and she let me film this cabin, so thank you so much, Kelly, for doing this. I do want to give her a shout out. Make sure you check out her website and her YouTube link. She makes all kinds of really cool stuff.
Hi, Ruben, this is for you.
Oh, thank you.
Look.
Like this duck family that she gave me. She is so amazing. She is so generous. So make sure you support her and you get all of your quacking gear. You get all of your duck gear, like your custom ducks, shirts, and more from her website. So thanks, Kelly, for letting me film your cabin. So this cabin is 458 square feet on the inside with a 100 square foot balcony. There are 6 distinct separate spaces. A foyer. That's right. This cabin actually has a foyer. A living area. There is a spacious living area with a couch, coffee table, and desk. Bedroom. This sleeping area is where you will find the 2 twin beds. Walk-in closet. There is this huge walk-in closet with a vanity. Bathroom. There is a huge bathroom with a shower, bath, and more. A balcony with lounge chairs and tables. Now, before we get to the suite perks, let's talk about what the FAC, a fully accessible cabin. What's that? An FAC has some accessibility features helpful for those with mobility issues. There are wider doorways and clear routes for scooters and wheelchairs. There are grab bars, a roll-in shower with a seat, and these emergency pull cords by the bed and in the bathroom. One important thing to note about accessible cabins is that some of them only have 1 twin bed, or they have 2 twin beds that cannot be pushed together to make a king. This is to make sure that there are accessible routes for things like wheelchairs or scooters. Some non-accessible cabins also have the quirk about the beds, so make sure you check with your PVP if you're hoping to make a full king. Important note, only book an accessible cabin if you genuinely need these features. They exist so that every guest can cruise comfortably. If you do not qualify, you may get reassigned to accommodate someone who does. Okay, let's check out the perks that you get just by booking a suite. You have priority check-in. All the other peasants check in 14 days before your sailing date, but people with a suite, diamond, or platinum get to check in 2 days earlier, meaning that you get the best pick of check-in time. Priority luggage delivery. If you check your bags, they will get a special tag, meaning that theoretically your luggage will get delivered early. Priority embarkation. This means that you can go into the priority line, which is usually way shorter, and you can skip the long wait. Priority debarkation. You will also have a special waiting area, and you will have priority debarkation. This can be amazing, especially if you need to get out of there really quickly, like if you have a flight. Just make sure you book a later flight just in case. Priority tender boarding. Some of you know that the line can get crazy when you are wanting to get your pass for tender. Having stateroom means that you don't need to do or wait for any of that. You just get priority tender. Your staterooms are also ready when you board. So in comparison to a paid perk like Faster to the Fun or a perk for status with Platinum or Diamond, those things just make it available for you to go into your room to drop off your luggage. You're not actually allowed to stay in your room until all the cabins are ready around 1:30. But with the suite, you can go straight to your cabin and they will be done and ready for you, because that is the first thing that the cabin stewards get ready is suites. 2 complimentary bottles of water. Priority dinner reservations. This means that you can pick your MDR time of choice, or if there's a wait list at specialty dining, you bump up to the front. Now, priority dinner reservations are pretty much useless, but the priority perks can be golden. These are pretty similar to what you would get if you have Platinum or Diamond status, or if you pay for Faster to the Fun. However, the one main difference between them is that suites are the only ones where your cabins are actually going to be ready for you when you first board. The others are just available where you can drop off your luggage, but you can't stay. Now, subscribe and turn on notifications, because I'm going to be releasing a video soon all about Faster to the Fun and if it's worth purchasing. Analyzing the numbers. Now, because features are not the only thing, I analyzed almost 2 years of Firenze pricing. Here are the average totals for each cabin category. Inside cabin, $375. Oceanview, $483. Balcony, $587. Suite, $1,341. So here are the relative jumps in price. An Oceanview is about 29% more than an inside cabin. A balcony is about 56% more. And a suite, that is a whopping 257% more than an inside cabin. The jump in price from a balcony to a suite is about 128%, more than double the price, or roughly 2.28 times the price. So no, it is not a tiny jump. The verdict. That huge jump in price is what makes the verdict so surprising. Based on features alone, you would think that a suite is a no-brainer. Of course I want one. Not everyone wants to pay 257% more. Now, before I tell you my thoughts and give you a recommendation, let me know in the comments below what your go-to cabin is and why. Here are some things to consider when you make your decision. If it's a shorter cruise and your cabin is just somewhere to change and sleep, you might want to consider an interior cabin, especially if your budget is one of your most important considerations. Definitely check out the secret budget cabins in my playlist link. Now, if all you want is a little bit more space, a couch, maybe some natural light, consider an Oceanview. Now, if that fresh air and your own private balcony are important to you, then you most likely want to get a balcony cabin. Oh, and if accessibility is an issue for you, there are accessible cabins in every category, not just suites. One of the best things about suites are the perks. But if you just want most of the perks of a suite without the huge price tag, consider getting faster to the fun. However, if you are the type of person who gets first class for domestic flights, who gets mad when credit cards give lounge access to everyone, and you always get the best of everything, well, a suite is definitely for you. But before you book that cabin, you need to know about the 5 big categories to consider when booking your next cruise. So check out this playlist here to find out.